You thought you knew everything about Hollywood's dark side? Think again. Today, we dive into one of the most explosive court cases of the century, the trial of Sean Combs, better known as Diddy. For decades, the rapper, producer, and music mogul seemed untouchable. But now, his empire is crumbling under the weight of accusations that will chill you to the bone. Ready to uncover what really happened behind the closed doors of his infamous white parties? Brace yourself. This story is a living nightmare playing out in a courtroom right now. Diddy ruled hip-hop. His label, Bad Boy Records, gave the world the notorious B.I.G. His all-white parties in Miami and Los Angeles were legendary, packed with stars like Jennifer Lopez, Justin Bieber, and Leonardo DiCaprio. But behind the glitter was a horrific truth. In 2023, his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura filed a lawsuit accusing him of years of abuse, sexual coercion, and human trafficking. And that lawsuit opened Pandora's box. Dozens followed, lawsuits from women, men, even a 16-year-old boy, all pointing to rape, racketeering, and the organization of so-called freak-off parties. These secret orgies, prosecutors say, lasted for days, fueled by drugs, blackmail, and forced acts, all captured on hidden cameras. Thousands of bottles of baby oil and lubricant found in Diddy's mansion? Just the tip of the iceberg. But the worst part? Prosecutors claim Diddy built an entire criminal enterprise. His assistants and bodyguards allegedly helped silence victims, supplied drugs, and erased the evidence. Witnesses speak of guns, threats, even arson. Rapper Kid Cudi testified that his Porsche was blown up in 2012, allegedly by Diddy's order after Cudi grew close to Cassie. And then there are the notes left behind by Kim Porter, Diddy's late ex, detailing orgies involving celebrities and perversions recorded for future blackmail. The most heartbreaking detail? Fans fear that a young Justin Bieber, just 15 at the time, may have been among the victims of these nightmarish gatherings. This is Hollywood, where the glow of stardom hides a real horror. And now, the courtroom revelations are even more shocking. The trial, which began on May 5, 2025, in Manhattan Federal Court, is already being called the trial of the century. As of May 22nd, on day 8 of the hearings, prosecutors have unveiled damning evidence and powerful testimonies. One of the most explosive came from rapper Kid Cudi, who took the stand on May 22nd and claimed that Diddy threatened him and ordered his car destroyed after a personal feud. Prosecutors presented photos of Cudi's burned Porsche, calling it an example of Diddy's supervillain behavior. Also on May 22nd, Myla Morales, Cassie's former makeup artist, testified about discovering Cassie in 2010, beaten and bruised. She described her swollen eye, cracked lip, and bruises on her scalp after Diddy stormed into her hotel room in a fit of rage. Morales called a doctor, but Cassie refused the hospital, too afraid to speak out. These claims directly support Cassie's emotional 4-day testimony, which ended on May 16th. She described 11 years of physical and sexual abuse, including being forced into group sex with escorts at freak-offs and being blackmailed with footage. Her attorney, Douglas Wigdor, called her words devastating, while the defense tried to portray her as a willing participant, citing old text messages where she said she loved the parties. Cassie's reply, "Those were just words. I was afraid to say no." Prosecutors have also introduced new evidence. Photos from the raid on Diddy's Miami mansion revealed 25 bottles of baby oil, 31 bottles of lubricant, a .45 caliber handgun, disassembled AR-15 rifles, and drugs including MDMA and psilocybin pills in a box labeled Puffy. Homeland Security agent Gerard Gannon described the mansion as less of a home, more like a warehouse of hedonism, showing the jury detailed photos of the items found. Former assistant George Kaplan testified about cleaning up after the freak-offs, finding empty bottles, syringes, and white powder. He admitted Diddy ordered him to purchase MDMA and other drugs. The defense team, led by Mark Agnifilo and Tenny Garagos, maintains that Diddy is no criminal, just a victim of cancel culture. They argue that all sexual encounters were consensual and that the trafficking accusations are an exaggeration for drama. At one point, they even suggested the oil bottles were for pool parties, a claim Judge Arun Subramanian dismissed as absurd and unconvincing. On May 22nd, prosecutors announced they would not call Suge Knight, who had claimed Diddy once threatened to kill him. Meanwhile, victim 3 may not testify due to a breakdown in communication with her attorney. This development stirred public debate, some accusing the system of protecting celebrities, others arguing Diddy is being unfairly targeted as a successful black man. Still, prosecutors stressed their goal is not spectacle but justice. "This wasn't random," said lead prosecutor Emily Johnson. "It was a pattern, each party a link in a chain of abuse." The burnt Porsche photos, along with testimony from Morales and Kid Cudi, are painting a devastatingly clear picture. The trial is on track to wrap by July, but one thing is already certain: the Diddy case is more than just a trial, it's a reckoning for the entertainment industry. Want to know how it all ends? Subscribe, because the truth is just getting started.